Boy, I'm going to have to clear my throat before I start this in the morning. Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for September the 30th, 2020. I am Mom. Let's see if Ed's around and would like to join us. Actually, I know Ed's around. Good morning, Ed. How are you today?
Good morning, Mom, and I am fine.
You sound fine. You sound fine.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a common cold.
Ooh, goodness
But
gracious.
that is, that's why we have tissue
Well,
paper.
you stay on
The
your side of the
paper
planet.
hankies.
You stay over there on your side of the planet. I'll stay over here on my side, and then I won't catch it from you. But I do hope you get over it quickly.
I do not think that that kind of virus can be transported over the internet.
One would hope not.
Yeah.
As I take all my vitamins in the morning, trying to keep myself healthy. I don't know if that works or not, but it doesn't hurt things. At least it looks like I'm pretending to take care of myself. How's that?
Yes, indeed.
I was reading an article yesterday on now that people are hyper aware of being clean, always washing their hands and not touching their face and stuff like that. People are stopping their personal care because we don't go into the workplace. Guys aren't shaving, women aren't doing their hair, they're wearing less makeup, and overall, people are taking far fewer baths than they have in a long time because we're not socializing, which sounds horrible, but it turns out it actually might not be a bad thing because showering too much can be really bad for your skin and for the microflora on your skin. So maybe even though people are getting unwell, we're actually getting healthy. Isn't that weird?
It is.
So all the things that my son told me when he was growing up, Mom, I don't need a bath. Maybe he was right.
Who has made that decision? That was a bad decision.
Which decision did you make?
We are in the progress of upgrading the colony, needing blue marks, and someone queued a blue project. It has not reached the stuff yet, so I overqueue.
Okay.
That is...
Well, we still have 60,000 batteries that we need to get.
Yeah, and that's
we
why
got some
I'm
work.
going to do colony invasions.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And, yeah, it's the thing at the moment we need for our fleet.
It is.
And of course, what was also, it's kind of cool, though getting the most of it for oneself is a little bit work, but these power leveling the short-lived characters just for to create fleet dilithium, that and fleet marks works out not bad. Especially when we have one or the other fleet that is actually needing fleet marks as
Yeah.
definitely fleet marks beyond the level we produce.
We can crank out a few every now and then, I think.
Yes, but I can crank out 6,000 a day with ease. Ease means 1 hour of petrol farming with a high power character, and yeah, getting a smaller to level 20. Smaller goes to the temporal agent, claims everything he can. At level 20 he gets 27,000 fleet dilithium at level 20, and enough stuff to be beyond 5,000 fleet marks.
You know, this is probably something that should go into one of the books. I suspect it'll need to be updated frequently as they change the rules, but all these little tricks of the trade.
The house always wins.
And power leveling is a cool thing, often even for a seasoned player who creates a new tune. And yes, going the long, its leveling is not long, but nice to take a shortcut.
Yes.
As long as you take care for expertise, because that the power leveling gives you fewer expertise than mission leveling.
Oh, absolutely. But you'll get the expertise in time.
Yeah. But then you start, you can get to 50 in a day.
Yes.
Essentially. Or in 2, or but in those 3 days, so you are at level 50, and then there are 13 reputations waiting for a total of 26,000 expertise a day. That does not work out
No.
if you just rely on the stuff you got from mom and dad and aunts and stuff. Yeah. But, well, it's kind of learning process. I'm still in figuring out how to do it the cool way, but missions are something you want to do, definitely.
Well, I mean, I don't mind doing, TFOs and events and patrols and all that, but I really enjoy the missions. I mean, that's a huge part of the immersive part.
Yeah, that's why Captain Cuddles and Gornalicious are so awful fun for me.
Absolutely.
And now it's and also now on in Germany, so to say, it's Barf and Blub.
Yes.
And things are going nicely. I can give you the stream of that. I look into the Twitch channel
That'd be cool.
if he's yep.
Since I'm standing here, I might as well trade in a lot of this gear. Just as an FYI, the Taylor Garrick on Deep Space Nine was not working yesterday. It would let you do all the changes, but it wasn't letting me save any changes.
Okay.
But Kronos is working just fine.
Yeah. This is the Twitch channel of the German. My friend in Germany. I am playing now the small and aspiring Klingons.
Good morning, Abda. How are you? I'm hanging in there. Better today than I was yesterday, so always a good thing.
Telling about Taylor problems, something
Yes.
I can need to check.
It's your second Risa? Abda says hello, Ed, if you're not watching chat, since I think you're paying attention to the game.
I'm currently focused on but
how dare you?
I switch over to our Twitch channel so that I'm watching us.
Okay.
Can look. It's just sometimes it's just. Most of the time, I really focus on game only. That's so cool to be a co-pilot in the stream.
Yeah, sometimes
no
it's...
need to watch the chat or but you actually it's just
yeah, when DT and I
easier.
are running together, a lot of times whoever is the co-pilot watches the chat, and whoever the captain, as it were, watches the game. Though I kind of like to watch the chat myself. Okay, I was going to say that function wasn't working, but apparently it is.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we've got here. Ooh.
No, Captain Cuddles will not change his water, but
Oh, goodness.
was skipped. I send one tune and do a change on the bridge officer.
Wow, I've got my 1,000 Lobby coupon or my Tier 6 ship and the Lobby crystals. Well, I don't have to decide today. That's interesting.
No, the Ferengi is a trader, not a tailor. Okay, modify.
For those of
What
you who
did
weren't
you
with us
mean
last...
with saving? Just saving the costume by using the save button for reuse or changing it?
All I did was I took my costume, I changed colors. So same costume, but it wasn't going to require another slot. And I changed the color down on Kronos before with no issues. But when I got up there, I wanted to change the outfit from green and red to black and white. So I made the color changes, saved it, went to purchase it, and it went right back to the green and red. Come down to Kronos, do exactly the same thing. It works just fine. And from what DT was saying, I wasn't the only one running into that issue, so I don't think it was something I was doing wrong.
Okay, I just changed something in the costume on Rosanna and it worked.
Well, Drazana.
Okay.
Yeah. It seemed to be unique to Garrick's.
Yeah. Okay. By the way,
Yes.
some people now complain that they cannot shrink their inventory
Yes.
width. That is came with there is a new drop-down button.
Is there?
And yes, in the filters.
Okay.
And shrinking it would need to turn one button row into two button rows programmatically.
I see.
And though, of course, in the German translation, it's overflowing because verwerten is spells longer than salvage, and geschützt is at least as long as protected. Yeah, they did not test their width limit on the German version, which would be which would not be 10 boxes wide, but 11 boxes wide.
So the question then is there a way to shrink the size of the icon so it doesn't basically wind up taking over a third of my screen?
You can change your user interface. UE scaling, but everything shrinks. Okay. Maybe that was a kind of sacrifice they were willing to make. Changing character.
Okay.
Captain Cuddles.
It's just annoying when I'm trying to do, exchanging equipment on a tune. And then you have to figure out, I would like to make all my things just a little smaller. And yet when you try and grab the edge of something, it won't let you grab it to shrink it. You can move it, but not shrink it. Thank goodness I've got a relatively easy screen to run with. So we actually are on the last episode of Future Proof today, which is a Ragnarok.
Yeah, but I want to
Which means tomorrow we can actually do the whole New Frontiers thing, which is fun because we get to deal with Kumarki, the Kentari, the Zenkethi. We get the awesome Brushfire episode, Scylla and Charybdis. All good episodes.
Ready for everything? Yeah, Captain Cuddles is
Ready for
I have more
action.
than 20 places right in my inventory, so I can loot as hell and fly along and do things.
Well, how about if I send you an invitation? There we go. So I took out my jellyfish today as a torpedo boat, not fully equipped and all that, and instantly realized, meh, it's not very fun as a torpedo boat. So
I have no jellyfish, so I have nothing I would build and study and dig into and say, okay, it's a science ship. Of course, it will be a great torpedo, but as well, because the science and torpedoes work so exceptionally well together.
It's just,
especially when you're dealing with top spread 3, which is probably possible on the jellyfish dudes.
but it's one of those, you launch your torpedoes and then something happens, as opposed to with beams and cannons, you get better sound effects, you get better visuals. Torps don't have great sound effects and they don't have great visuals. So I'm talking not necessarily kill factor as much as the aesthetics of playing with torpedoes. We got into this last night. The game should be fun, right? Shouldn't the game be fun above all?
Well, when I hear the sound of a graviton torpedo spread, it's always cool, in my opinion, especially when I see the many small singularities popping up. Yay!
I will continue to build on this one for a while and take it out and do some experimenting with it, but I wouldn't be surprised that if I'm not thrilled with it after a few more investments that I switch it over to beams or cannons or try something different.
As you like, it's your ship, your jellyfish, your fun. Get it to the way you like it. What will be our next mission?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. So
Ragnarok.
I call that mission accepted.
We need to stop Noye in the sphere.
At Procyon 5. Well, I'm ready to transwarp to Procyon 5 if you are.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done any just straight out torp boats?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
The Ghost Wing.
Ooh. I have to say, I have a number of excellent torpedoes at the moment now, because I bought or made myself a bunch. But at the moment, it's just not pew-pewy enough for my taste. Are you ready to begin?
Ready for Ragnarok.
Beginning and accepting.
Time is short, my friends, so I'll make this quick. The battle is not going well for us. We have already lost Daniels. We're outnumbered and outgunned. Our plan relies on
the cutscene, huh?
With it, we can
I
destabilize the Expanse and
encountered
force
it
the
with a
Seer
captain
Builders
that
to
has
There's only one ship with the power to use the Tax Utat effectively.
from
the Enterprise. She must survive
T4,
at
like.
all costs.
Still on net course.
Today we're
He
fighting
was
for the
space all
past,
time
present,
after
and
that.
future.
And so he
So
sat
fight
there
hard
with a
and
greenly
fight
burning
well.
crotch on the...
Dismissed.
Yeah.
We're more
I set my lap on flames.
Here they come.
Here we go.
All ships, defend the Enterprise at all costs.
But Chekhov, we've already played the next episode. We know she wins.
Enterprise. They're almost the Terran ships ahead. They're trying to intercept us.
You're a little late.
Mayday! Mayday! Our port's about to breach!
Terran forces, this is the Admiral.
Four-gun ships in
Onward to victory. For the Empire!
all ships. Defend the Enterprise at all costs. Terran ships are attacking the Enterprise.
We can already be, and yeah,
Just making sure you had you guys.
that, yeah. It's loading slowly.
Yes, very slow today. I will say, though, I had very little issue with rubber banding yesterday, even though we're doing a ton of Borg RAs. So obviously there's a lot going on.
Yeah. On the other side, I suddenly got a rubber bands on. I got rubber banding on Kronos yesterday evening,
Ooh,
so
that's
they
bad.
still have to work on it.
Yeah.
And first cuddle the triple before.
Thank you. Yes, I always forget my tripling.
Yeah. Each map change, cuddle the furball.
Behind us.
Opening the door.
Captain Dax to all hands. Brace for impact.
Yes, let me contact command on this. Wait! My transponder's missing.
That is a very young Scotty.
Did someone call for a miracle worker then?
Scotty?
And
That would be this
also,
wee temporal beacon. Once activated, it brought me here.
also quite young Chekhov.
Yes.
Bullshit mo-
Boże moi.
Holding on to that. And then, oh, I just, well,
Hey, at least we don't have to make Scotty's girlfriend a drink this time.
are we in some sort of...
Wait until you see her.
I will do rather soon with
First, more
Captain
borders.
Freeman in the way Team LDS have. I definitely want to make that, do that mission and make that video.
I can't tell you how many times I got it wrong the first time through. It was very annoying.
It's simple.
Yeah, well, yeah, once you've done it.
All
I
right.
can tell you it
Oh, I
just
see.
now. Sour, warm,
Long stem glass?
stem glass, and drop of honey, and yes, just a light kick, not just a small wake up or whatever they call it in English.
Well, wake up works. Like a gentle hug.
Not the hard
All right.
stuff,
We need
just
to
but
reconfigure these
give me a little
consoles so Berkshire talks with them.
Well, except for the glass, I should feed her a cup of glug.
Keep your head down over there.
Come on, we're Gorns. We can't keep our heads down. They're too high.
Consoles realigned. Now activate them so we can put them to use.
I'm activating the engineering console.
We'll realign the consoles. Watch out for our friends from the Terran Empire. Behind you! These Terrans don't give up, do they? The same. So let's get this done quickly, Scott.
I wrote this work protocol. They're still using it. Right, let's deploy the core integration chamber, then wrap this up.
And deploying the core.
And by the way,
Hopefully we won't
Guido
get
is
any
still
more
potentially
Pennywise
too
in
long
this.
distance from us.
So, Abdu, you might not have heard Ed when he was just talking about the inventory box. It won't resize because there's now 4 filters on it, and they take up more space. So if you go up and do the filters, you'll see where there's an extra filter now. And that's why it won't resize. But they didn't make an announcement about it, so it was a little surprising for most of us.
But you're done.
Yeah, the regular thing.
Oh, none of you look like the beg for mercy type.
You were right,
so
Scotty.
Oh, let's just kill her.
skip to your execution, shall we?
Ah, there's the little person.
Aye, let's deal with this angry lass and her band of thugs.
Lass. Ooh, hi. Ooh. Take the Scotsman alive. He'll be best.
She fights like
I've
a
had
Klingon.
more than enough of this.
Terran forces, this is the Admiral. We're leaving. Now!
Chicken.
Good luck
Chicken
with your
leader.
fool's errand, Noye.
Aye, the haggis is in the fire, for sure.
I see no bleeding yet. Check off.
I might be getting too old for this.
Oh, piffle poofle.
Nonsense. You're just getting started, laddie.
Scotty and I need more time. Protect the Enterprise.
They're coming in from 3 o'clock.
Well, no problem. It's only 7 now. That gives us plenty of time.
They're coming in from 12 o'clock.
Okay, now it rubber bands. Now that I say I'm not having an issue with rubber banding, it starts rubber banding.
Yes, in a mission lab.
USS
Of course.
is at your disposal.
The USS Cuddles stands ready, Command.
We got your back. Mayday! Mayday! Our course about to breach.
Enemy forces headed for our position. Hold them off!
Awesome.
More ships are attacking.
Down here, I don't have a lot of saves on this ship. There we go.
We've lost main power.
Engaging the enemy. For the glory!
More of Noye's forces have arrived. They're almost done.
I don't remember. How did Chekhov get involved in this storyline?
Hold out for just a moment longer. Sensors indicate.
Mayday! Mayday! Our course about to breach. We're as ready as we'll ever.
Good morning, Russell. No, we end at 7:30. You're fine. Isn't this when Daniels comes out and says, "Wait,
Stats!
There's a time shift.
Not this time.
Thank goodness.
There go the spear builders too. And good riddance.
Fair amount of loot this time.
Yeah, it's one of the in the first battle you can get even more loot if you miss the beamer point and get involved in the combat again.
Ah.
And it's really tough fight, by the way, but
Follow your lead. That was close. Thanks. We'll be right behind you.
We're still in the fight, thanks to you.
And the anoraks at last.
and I give her light.
Let there be light. Let me turn it over to getting Cuddles there.
There we go.
Let's see if we can get launched this time.
$30.
Yep. 40. 100. Yay.
And triple cuddling.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Ta.
That is...
Here, I'll just shoot you in the back, you researcher. Didn't even try to fire anything at me and I shoot her. I'm just a bad person, I guess. Is there another one in here? There it is. We got it, okay.
I hop to on the... Otherwise, the computer ignores me, but I hop upon and stomp upon it, but it doesn't.
Good morning, Pi. Yeah, it was fun last night. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Pi.
I know you were saying you had to go to work in like 5.5 hours, but by the time I got to bed, I realized I have to go to work in, or I have to get up in 5.5 hours. There we go. Ooh, what did you just do, Ed? That was cute.
That's the good old plasma split beam rifle.
Oh, that was very effective.
Yeah, it's one of the best weapons in game.
It sure
and
is.
So damn cheap.
Well, I was just thinking about...
Currently, even my my high DPS gangsters cannot really decide if they consider it the best weapon in general in game or the second best at all. So this is kind of 250 credits and then upgrade to Mark 50.
I suppose this was inevitable. So be it. It's time. Time I put an end to this charade and to you. I will deal with you.
Russell, it was a
myself.
plasma split beam rifle. Since
I
don't
run
know
a
if you-
wide beam rifle.
Wide beam.
It's different. Very different.
Swear you said split, but
Wide beam.
I have changed my notes, so I will have that recorded properly for the next time.
Handle them. I must bring the temporal core back online. Fine. I'll deal with you myself. Guards, kill them, now! I end you once and for all.
Fine, I'll over and bite you then.
That was not impressive. He still has his head.
Okay, I nibbled him. Check his life signs. He's standing up. Okay, fine.
And so, it ends. Finish your bloody work. This won't...
Reading multiple Klingon life signs on Yorktown's bridge.
And Daniels is back in proper shape.
Sorry I'm late.
Or early.
Dead? I was, in a manner of speaking.
How can you be dead in a manner of speaking? It's
Noye
either
altered the timeline in a
dead.
number of ways.
Not dead.
Including
It's
one
that
where
kind
I
of
live.
occupational hazard. Temporarily dead.
Noye is done, but his allies
And
are
temporarily
still out
in a very multi-layered
there.
way.
Many of them could try to take Procyon again, so we'll need to stay vigilant. And so, for now, this is goodbye.
And you have one of the
Good to
greatest
see you
background
again, my friend.
musics ever in the game.
Well, Scotty, let's get you back to the 24th century.
Do you mind a quick stop in the 23rd first? I'd like to see the Enterprise. Our Enterprise. One last time.
I think that can be arranged, old friend. 2 to beam up.
It's good to know they're out there. People who come through in the end. People like you. What you did today will
And
remain
an awesome
secret.
view out in New
No
Kittima.
parades, no celebrations. Still, there's comfort in knowing the timeline is secure.
I so enjoy Daniel's
Take pride in
talking
that.
to
On
Gornalicious's
behalf of myself
stomach.
and the countless others you've saved today. Thank you.
Speak to the belly button.
Pretty much.
Though your Gorns are hatching from eggs, so I assume that belly button is just an idea, not a fact.
Yes, absolutely. Well, my Gorn is such a tough warrior. I'm sure he's got plenty of scars where you can imagine there's a belly button. All right, let's see what we get for doing
Well done.
Ragnarok.
With your help, we were able to stop Noye and preserve the
Ooh, I think we'll
timeline.
go some
I
Trillium
am
D
proud to
plating
have
for
worked
this
with you,
ship.
my-
Because it could use a little boost, I think.
Tori and Lukari serve the Empire well.
Right. Engineering. What do I want to move out of engineering? We'll go for that one right there. Not bad. Got some loot. We finished up the Ark, which sets us up for starting New Frontier tomorrow. Or today, whichever one you want to do. We still have a good 15 minutes left. But we're going to waste one of those 15 minutes getting some hot coffee. I'll be right back.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm back.
Yeah.
No,
I also picked the Trillium D on my ship. Just had a regular Mark 12 Neutronium, and Trillium D I think is better for me.
Yeah, I take too much damage in this ship, so I have to go play with it a little bit. Obviously, I don't have a ton of gear, and what I do have works okay. Poor bridge officers are pissed, though. They never get to go on a fight. Me. Would you, let's see, 15 minutes. Is that enough time to do...
Echoes of Light, I'm sure.
Okay. Let me go ahead and grab that one.
Works.
I am hailing it.
Have launched a new starship designed for
Ooh, it's got the Nausicaan gear. That's definitely a good one.
Empire well.
Nausicaan is kind of 1 or 3s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it might not be bad on this ship.
Yeah.
Because I definitely could look at some upgrades on equipment here. All right, are you ready to launch?
Ready to launch.
Launching. Yeah, Trillium D is like coffee, Russell. Never a waste of time. Ooh, that launched pretty quick.
My dear friend Kamarka, just think about how much I can help. I try not to think about
And it's Mudrun again.
I think we like Kamarki because she dislikes Modern as much as we do.
Some people actually have have a problem with Komaki, but
really? I think she's one of the better written characters.
Yeah, but I like her too.
She's an interesting alien. They're not stupid. They're not helpless. She's not unintelligent.
Stands for her own when it comes to we are supposed to be involved in this on first contact.
Mm-hmm.
This affect us, so give us voice.
Yeah.
Readings coming in. Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Not
Oh, Gekli.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if people saw it, but Kel sent out a tweet yesterday with the link to the old Star Trek experience in Vegas. For those of you who ever went there and want to see what it actually looked like without the lights and effects. It's very cool. Trying to figure out how they did it. Took me a long time to figure that one out. All right, off to a Gekli pod.
Yeah. And it's now swimming with whales.
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures.
I'm flying close, but I'm not getting this, so did we miss something? Yes.
Treating us like one of their own.
You're
trying
below,
to talk
definitely
to us
below
with their
3
radio
kilometers.
waves.
That worked. You're 50 kilometers away. You're also already near the feeding ground or so. Yeah.
Well, we still have an arrow back here, so.
There are signs that several...
Activating deflector pulse.
Yeah. Now we see them
kind of subspace shearing here.
Warp to next area.
And there is giggly sound in the background. Woo!
I love the Gekly.
This comet is mostly ice and dust.
I wish they had more episodes like this. I love the blend of a little bit of action, a little bit of exploration.
Sample shows signs of magnetic radioactive.
I'll get this last one.
Yeah. That's Tractor Beamery.
Mm-hmm. The radiation scanning game.
Holding the comet let us get some detailed readings about it. It's like ice melting and refreezing. But it seems... It's
I take it you launched the probe?
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Probe data received. The planet is radiating a considerable amount of heat for its size. Nothing our shields can't handle, but I don't see any expeditions to its surface.
Flying around the planet.
Curious. Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten. No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there. There they are. Magnificent, aren't they? The creatures are luminescent ovoids? I'm not sure how to describe them. They remind me of an aquatic life form native to Lucari Prime. But interesting. The color display must be a form of communication. I didn't realize that life forms could exist in this fashion, living off the heat of planets, feeding...
And accepting. Yeah, Razul, I did run it during the stream, but I think only in the last few minutes.
Are you seeing this?
Because we were mostly doing Borg arrays and things like that. We did do a Hive Onslaught item, so maybe 15 minutes before the end. And definitely things are improvable. I just did some basic tweaks.
Oh, not sure I'll ever get used to transport.
Ah, this one.
Yep. The other one.
Always pick up loot. Yeah, most of yesterday was running RAs with everybody to help people get some experience, level up, and mostly get marks.
The walls of this... Look, there's some kind of large structure further down the canyon. Look at the size of that plaza. These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there. This looks like a town's...
I'll take the one on the right.
These murals depict...
Center.
I'll go get the left one.
This mural depicts... The crystals depicted quite the enigma. Could... Yes, it would be...
Okay, when Gorn's looking at them, when Gornalicious is looking at the panel, the animation is he sticks his head forward like his vision's slightly unfocused and he's trying to figure out what the heck it says. It's a nice little touch, especially for my Gorn.
These artifacts were used with opposable
Footprints. That is cool. They are so near to me.
These footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6
I'll
meters
go get
on
the far
average.
one here.
The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against their fringe. These relics should be covered with dust and sand. Yes, the evidence seems clear.
And now it's time to set up the pattern enhancers.
Okay.
Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear. 2 down, 2 to go.
Then we have to watch the scene, right, where they go to the various corners.
Yes, and
That's
so
right.
you see the
One more and we'll
corners,
be ready.
which
That's the last one. All enhancers online
sequence
and
to pick.
standing by. All right. The
this, in my opinion, best viewpoint is from here.
Mm-hmm. Upper right. Lower
Note
left.
that the alien is using the pillars in a specific order.
Lower right. Okay.
Yeah.
They're making the murals match up on each pillar.
So it's an X closed at the bottom start.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go take the upper right. You can take the lower left. And then I'll take the lower right, and you take the upper left.
Yeah, you start.
Mm-hmm. As soon as they let me start.
Looks
There we
like
go.
some... You hear that?
Okay, that's the first
That's
one.
the first pillar set in place.
Yep.
That's 2 pillars set into place. Three pillars are locked in now.
And yours. All right.
Nice little touch again.
Ooh, Starfleet.
That's it. It's working.
Yeah. For this you need your graffiti set with you.
Wait. Those people in the picture, they don't look like the others. Is it possible that Starfleet... I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed to open something. Those inner doors
And you are
across from the
pushing
panel
it.
are opening.
Well, I figured you're too little. And too weak to push that. I'm the big
You
strong
actually
Gorn.
pushed it into the wall.
I went directly into the wall.
What is all this? According to my tricorder, we've reached ground zero.
And accepting.
Yep.
Yep, I thought I'd just put my camera over that section there. I just have to set that back up again. Ooh, shoot, this is taking longer than I thought it would.
Fair warning. My Gnostic gods aren't very fond of enemy fighting active health. Consider their physics concepts of emotional flowing. Chief, the fines for trespassing are quite severe, and I plan on collecting them. Chief Engine.
Yeah, this is K-13 Starbase class.
Chief Engine. Trying my patience is going to cost you dearly. Chief Engineer's law.
The Prime is trespassing. The Zeppelin is bad.
That was easy.
Yes, I think those atmospheric distortions you created just wasted their plans.
Chief Engineer's.
Yeah, I had to make sure I got the last one. Don't forget to read. Yeah, as Pi said, don't forget to get the consoles for the extra accolade.
I see. Not my lecture. Those cost me more than your work. Double hazard pay to whoever takes that ship now. Get us out of here.
Like that.
All right. I love those tornadoes. Aren't they great?
Yeah.
Those are the neutron... Yeah, it's the Rizian trait. Neutronic eddies? Something like that? Neutronium eddies?
acquitted themselves
The
well
deep
out
space
in
tornadoes.
exploration and in
Let's see where to start. Start
some think them to be.
with the disruptor beam.
Serve the Empire
So I've already got
well.
a disruptor build going, so that works nicely. All right, folks, it is way late for me, so I'm going to have to make this very short ending. Ed, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing the game. All right, everyone, we will maybe be back this evening. If we are, it's just going to be to have some fun and do some RAs, nothing specific. Otherwise, it will just be in game, having some fun. Have a great day, everybody.
And stay awesome.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.